Bitch, you couldn't get me, did ya? Ha! Wait. What the fuck are we doing here? Shit! Alright, go! Who the fuck? Oh well. I'm going for B, boys, B. Oh, shit! Where the fuck did you come from? Wow, bitch was sitting there. Fuck! Crew knocked out. Woo-hoo! Yee-haw! Crew knocked out. Yo, where the fuck are you? This is the fake ad you see everywhere, right? But this.
In the report, the Pentagon acknowledged that the bombing campaign killed at least 100.
Yeah, nigga, we are terrorists. Fuck YouTube and fuck YouTube watchers.
243. No, those numbers are a significant undercount. U.S. President Donald Trump shared drone. Remember when they dropped a bomb on all these people in Yemen who were just happened to be outside, and they killed all of them? Do you remember?
Why?
So here, this is that Donald Trump says these people gathered for instructions on there will be no attack by these Houthis. They will never sink our ships again. So this is what Donald Trump thought he was going to bomb the Houthis into submission, and of course the Houthis beat back the United States, and Donald Trump retreated. So there it is. These people were just outside, a bunch of regular people. And what did they do to them? They dropped a bomb on them and killed all of them. Those are civilians. Those are civilians. U.S. President Trump shared drone footage claiming to target a group of Houthis awaiting instructions. Many were quick to note that the circle of targets resembled a Yemeni tribal gathering, raising alarms about the U.S. role in killing civilians in Yemen. Since Trump took office in 2025, the U.S. has conducted multiple airstrikes in Yemen, killing at least 60 people, with many casualties being women and children. That's from April 2025, but now the Pentagon is admitting that they killed all those civilians.
We still didn't win.
Pentagon admits to committing major civilian massacres in Yemen last year. The Pentagon has admitted in its annual report on civilian casualties to Congress that it committed 2 large-scale massacres of civilians in Yemen during its bombing campaign against the Houthis, previously known as Ansar Allah, last year, which War Secretary Pete Hegseth dubbed Operation Rough Rider. In the report, the Pentagon in the report, the Pentagon acknowledged that the bombing campaign killed at least 153 civilians and injured 243. Those numbers are a significant undercount. So this is how you know that our government and all its branches of the military are completely occupied and compromised by Israel. They have gone from hiding war crimes to admitting war crimes, and they are days away from bragging about them. Like a certain other nation that comes to mind. You know how Israel likes to brag. Yeah. According to the Yemen Data Project, at least 238 civilians, including 24 kids, were killed and 487 civilians were injured. The Pentagon acknowledged that civilians were killed in 3 strikes. So isn't that more kids that were bombing now? Is that more? How many kids were killed in Sandy Hook? Is that a comparable number to how many people we killed in that one strike? How many children we killed in that one strike?
Probably a little more.
Probably a little more. The Pentagon acknowledged the civilians were killed in 3 strikes, including 2 that were among the deadliest U.S. attacks on civilians in recent decades. The April 16, 2025 bombing of the Ras Issa fuel port in Hodaya and the April 25th strike on a migrant detention facility in northern Sada province. At the time of the bombings at Ras Issa, Yemeni media reported that it involved a double tap strike that killed the rescue workers. So that's a war crime. I mean, the first thing's a war crime, so is the second thing. When the medics come to help them, you kill the medics. That's what a double tap is. The Pentagon report acknowledged the strike killed 80 civilians, though the Yemen Data Project and Air Wars put the number at 84. The Pentagon also said 171 civilians were wounded in the strike, which aligns with Air Wars' number. Air Wars identified the 84 Yemenis who were killed and said they were all civilians. The majority were workers at the port, though 2 rescue workers and 3 children were among the dead. At the time of the strike, the U.S. military didn't even claim it was hitting a military target and justified the strike by saying the fuel that came into the port was a source of revenue for the Houthis. Regarding the April 25th strike in Sada, the Pentagon admitted 68 civilians were killed, the same number reported by local media in Yemen and rights groups that have investigated the strike. All of those killed were African migrants being detained in the facility. And Amnesty International said in a report on the attack that it found no evidence of any military targets at the facility. The same detention facility was targeted by Saudi Arabia in January 2022 airstrike, which killed 91 civilians. That's our ally, Saudi Arabia. The U.S. provided intelligence support for Saudi Arabia's bombing campaign in Yemen, meaning the Pentagon should have been aware that any strike on the facility would result in major civilian casualties. There were multiple other instances of the U.S. killing civilians during the bombing campaign, and the Pentagon said it's still assessing 15 other incidents.
Well, it's assessing it. Give them the time to figure it out.
The report didn't provide any kind of explanation for why the places were targeted, and there's no sign of any accountability. Excess Pentagon has continued to carry out large-scale massacres of civilians. Most notably, the February 28th bombing of a primary school in Minna, Iran, which killed at least 156 people, including 120 school children. How many Sandy Hooks is that in one strike?
But this is biased. This is from antiwar.com, so they're biased against war. So
Operation Rough Rider was launched without congressional authorization and against a group that Congress has never provided an authorization for use of military force against, making it illegal under nobody's. The official justification was that it was to secure shipping, but the Houthis weren't attacking U.S. ships at that time. And Hegseth admitted in a signal chat the day the bombing campaign started, which was published by the Atlantic, that he could easily pause plans to launch the strikes, demonstrating there was no imminent threat against U.S. forces. The bombing campaign began on March 15, 2025, a few days after Ansar Allah, the Houthis, announced it was renewing its blockade of Israeli shipping in the Red Sea in response to Israel violating the January 2025 Gaza ceasefire by imposing a full blockade on the Palestinian territory. It ended on May 6, 2026, with a mutual ceasefire between the U.S. and the Houthis, but the Houthis continued its blockade on Israel shipping and its strikes on it. So, who are the terrorists? The United States and Israel are the world's terrorists. It's not the Houthis, it's not the Shia Muslim, it's not the Sunni Muslims. It's the United States and Israel. They're doing it with your tax dollars. Instead of taking that tax dollars to wipe out your medical debt, they're taking that to bomb civilians and become the world's biggest terrorist massacres of civilians and children in the world.
Oh, there's a bunch of moronic influencers out there all over YouTube. No, they're talking about military organizations. Terrorists trying to kill civilians. No, they're not terrorists. I know if Hassan Piker spoke to them, you gotta hate them. No, it has nothing to do with him. They're wrong.
And as creepy as it is, Kurt, to speak to your point that our money made all this happen, what's here is how many of our so-called friends don't mind that our government is lying. Civilians.
Can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. If you think an omelet's coming, you are the dumbest fuck that ever lived.
So again, if you want to hear my jokes about this, come see me in New York, in Manhattan, at the Village Underground, September 13th. September 18, 19, I'm in Rosemont, Illinois at Zany's. And September 20th, I'll be downtown Chicago at Zany's. Go to jimmydore.com for a list for tickets. Hey, come see me do a live celebrity panel August 30th in Burbank, California. Then stand up in New York City at Village Underground, September 13th. And then in Chicago, September 18, 19, and 20 in Rosemont and Chicago. Go to jimmydore.com for a list for tickets.
Overpaying for car insurance? Elephant Insurance may be able to help. Customers who switch saved $829 on average. Our excellent Trustpilot score speaks volumes of our customer satisfaction. Visit elephant.com to see your savings.
I have a question for you. What would change in your life if next month you made an extra because that's exactly what happened to Dawn. Mother made an extra 5 figures the first month that she saw your first site. Because she actually saw the ad just like this, and then one of her previous on that list. And she learned the simple system to get paid for around any previous experience without showing your face online, without any sort of wrong. And the reason all this is successful is and she's not only about it, Armando, 19 years old, no previous experience generated $100,000 in just 45 days. While Marco made $280,000 for a boutique sauce.
Excuse me. Thank you. Go eat. Go eat. Go eat.
This is a student pilot and her engine just quit. Now watch what the instructor does next.
Summer heading traffic, 121 East Mayday, Mayday. We're going to be landing on runway 4. We're losing engine power.
That split-second decision could mean the difference between life and death. You're only a few hundred feet above the ground and listen to his next radio call.
Summer heading traffic, 121 Uniform Charlie is going to be landing on runway 4. We're turning final runway 4. Come on. Summer traffic, 176 Mike, go breaking off the pattern.
Runway's clear.
The most important thing to remember in any aircraft emergency is to aviate, navigate, and communicate. It took the instructor just 7 seconds to do all 3. Now he takes the controls to keep the plane flying. He has no time to troubleshoot or to restart the engine, so he turns the plane around to land in the opposite direction they took off from. Then he makes a radio call letting everyone know what they're doing, and another plane moves out of the way. In less than 60 seconds, they were able to safely land the plane.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a student. Missing 5 or more teeth in research.
Is good.
In relying largely on evidence due to lack of rule, the state has failed probable cause by reliable evidence that satisfies each element of each of the charge.
Fuck you, YouTube. Die. Go blow up. Die. Go blow up. Die, YouTube. Go nuke him.
Benny Johnson just said they did.
Understand that you're being lied to. If you're talking to anyone, if you're reading anything that says the state conceded Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk, that person is either an idiot or a liar. There's no third option.
The defense team in the Tyler Robinson case, they say he killed Charlie Kirk. He didn't. And that rifle was not the rifle used to kill him. I don't even think the rifle. I think it was his. Where's the Rode microphone? Where's the recording from it? Where is it? Blew up. That's why there was all those pieces of plastic. Anyway, today was doomsday for the Charlie Kirk. This is Benny Johnson. Today was doomsday. So this is how people were lying about it. For Charlie Kirk murder industrial complex, for the true crime SSRI wine moms and failed OnlyFans models turned internet detectives. The grift is officially over. So the person doing the grifting is the person pushing the FBI narrative because it makes absolutely no sense. And he blatantly lied. By the way, he got community noted on this. And he blatantly lied that they had 4K videos. They showed Tyler Robinson pulling the trigger. That was a blatant lie. The grifting is coming from the TPUSA people and the people pushing the FBI narrative about how Charlie Kirk got assassinated. And so I don't.
Wait, Jimmy, he said for the true crime, SSRI wine moms. And failed. What were you talking about, your beard wife?
Okay.
No, that figures in. He's a liar and a fake and a scumbag. So it all adds up.
Tyler Robinson's defense attorney just admitted to the court that Tyler Robinson was on campus to kill Charlie Kirk. That's not true. That's a lie. Tyler Robinson brought a gun to campus to kill Charlie Kirk. That is not true. His defense team did not admit any of this. They positively ID'd Tyler Robinson in the campus surveillance video we watched in the courtroom. That is also not true.
No,
The defense team did not admit any of this. Admitted Tyler Robinson walked with a firearm concealed in his pants. That did not happen. The rooftop surveillance video is the strongest evidence the prosecution had. The defense did not admit that. The rooftop surveillance video shows the shooter in the protest for 40 seconds. That also, they did not admit any of this. Tyler Robinson's defense team confirms Charlie Kirk was shot by a bullet traveling at a downward angle from a shooter atop the Lucy Center. They did not. Tyler Robinson's confession against Twigs and Kirk's are real. That they did not admit that. Tyler Robinson only intended to kill Charlie Kirk and did not kill anyone else. This is critical because the entire filing is an argument that focused on fighting the death penalty rather than arguing that Tyler Robinson is innocent of taking the shot. That is also not true. The lawyers aren't claiming Robinson wasn't there or that he wasn't eating at a steak restaurant or a patsy of any kind. The defense is now begging for mercy from the judge in a last-ditch effort to save Tyler from the death penalty. This is also not true. We are allowed to an apology from the Charlie Kirk murder industrial complex. Will they give back the millions they made selling lies, or will they accuse Tyler Robinson's detective?
Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. Go blow up. I'm nuking you.
Erica Kirk sold tickets to sit where Charlie Kirk got killed. They were bragging about all their merch sales. They made money auctioning off soap microphone. Who made money doing this? They made $40 million in one night, TPUSA. So here you see he got community noted. He has either never read the filing he's referencing or is intentionally deceiving his readers. This is the community note.
He's intentionally deceiving them like his wife because he's a gay man. That's called grift. Pretending you're a trad, married, hetero. That's the grift.
So
And he has the nerve to say grift. You see why it counts?
the filing in no way admitted guilt. It simply states the evidence presented by the state is insufficient for pursuing the death penalty against Tyler Robinson or any other defendant. Candace Owen says, I barely had my coffee, and I can already tell that overwhelming evidence crowd is lying about the recent case filings in the hope that no one will actually read them or understand them. How are they not tired of running the exact same strategy and losing every time? Pay a bunch of influencers to make emotive claims and hope people don't actually read through the filing. That's what they're doing. It is exactly as they did with the ATF report and every other element of this case. Lie quickly, repeatedly, and hope no one will take notice. Okay, so, I don't even want to read this, but, here, I'm gonna show you why this is a lie. And a lawyer, Baron Coleman, is gonna tell you in just a minute and a half why everything Benny Johnson said is a lie. So let's listen.
Pull up a copy of the file. And relying largely on hearsay deemed reliable by rule, the state.
So the way you read the filing is you go to the conclusion, which is he's doing here. So here's the conclusion of his defense team is their filing. You want to hear it? Here it is.
Pull up a copy of the file. And relying largely on hearsay deemed reliable by rule, the state has failed probable cause by reliable evidence that satisfies each element of the charged evidence.
So they're saying the state has not proved any of those things that Benny Johnson just said they did.
Right there is them saying, that is the defense saying, we concede nothing.
Nothing.
We concede nothing. We do not concede that Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk. We don't concede that Tyler Robinson did anything illegal. Sent text messages, confessed to anything. Told Lance Twiggs not to comply. Knew there were 14-year-olds in the crowd. We concede nothing. So they concede absolutely nothing. Understand that you're being lied to. If you're talking to anyone that says that the state conceded Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk, that person is either an idiot or a liar. There's no option.
I quit my job a week ago, and I already have several interviews lined up. I stopped using job boards. Complete.
So anybody telling you that the defense team conceded anything is either an idiot or a liar. Now let's go back and see what was this. LOL, I'm guessing you didn't consult a lawyer before posting this nonsense. You're clearly not smart enough to read or understand how the law works. Had he consulted a lawyer, this is talking to Benny Johnson. The lawyer would have explained the process to you so you didn't make a fool of yourself again. Benjamin Washington said, how the F does anyone with an ounce of self-respect follow you? You've proved yourself to be compromised. Who believes anything this confused man says? Seriously. Brian Roseberry says, Benny, you have turned into such a clown. How much did they, Turning Point, pay you to be a sideshow Bob in a circus of BS? Why are you pushing this nonsense? Surely you have legal advisors who told you that the way a defense team handles court filings has nothing to do with admission of guilt. It works more like if Tyler had done such and such, his intent would have been such and such, and therefore the death penalty would not apply in this crime. So that's what they're saying. They're saying, okay, if the state is correct that he tried to kill Charlie Kirk, he shot him. They're saying that, okay, if that's true, he didn't try to kill anyone else, which is what would lead to the death penalty. That's what they're saying. The only reason the post is still up is because I believe Benny was paid to post this, and therefore he can't remove it. We all know what the court filing actually says. Benny, you do well to leave this topic alone. Everyone knows you're a paid shill, and literally no one believes your lies. You were once a trusted conservative, but now you're just plain corrupt.
What?
So there you go.
What's wrong?
The defense team conceded nothing, as explained to you by an actual lawyer who read the court filing.
Why is Megan Kelly watching about it too with her mouth of evidence there? Well, it's really telling you like a scumbag liar in this whole thing. They're just outright telling you the fake things from the trial.
We're gonna blow you up, USA. Get going. We're nuking your ass, nigga.
At the Village Underground, then September 18th and 19th in Rosemont, Illinois, and then September 20th downtown Chicago at ZayDR.com for a link for tickets. Hey, come see me do a live celebrity panel August 30th.
Excuse me.